Good day everyone. In this video, I will show you the compilation of all quizzes and activities that we've done and also the lesson that written in the big notebook. So, let's go.
So this is my big notebook in Introduction in Linguistic. And I'm Cherry Ann Aisar from BSE 1B. The first lesson that we talk about is the International Phonetic Alphabet and the NATO Phonetic Alphabet. What is the difference of these two? The International Phonetic Alphabet or IPA is about the pronunciation of a word. Usually we can see it in the dictionary on how to pronounce a word. And the NATO Phonetic Alphabet is how to spell the word. It is the international code spell. For example, I will spell my name Cherry, Charlie, Hotel, Echo, Romeo, Romeo, Yankee. Next is we define language. Language, the words, their pronunciation, and the methods of combining them used and understood by a community. It is we use when we communicate. The difference between language and dialect. Language, only one. Dialect, variety of language and order of language. For example, in the Philippines, there is one language, the Filipino. And the dialect, it has many different dialect in different region. We define linguistic. Linguistic is the study of human speech including the units, nature, structure, and modification of language. And linguist, person who specializes in linguistic. So the linguistic is the study, and the linguist is the person who study the linguist. Also, language is a system of conventional spoken, manual or written symbols by means of which human beings, as member of a social group and participant in its culture, express themselves. So language is either spoken, manual, or written to understand to each other in one community. And also, according to the philosophy expressed in the myths and religion of many people, language is the source of human light and power. To some people in Africa, a newborn child is akin to or a thing, not yet a muntu, a person. For that deaf people, they use sign language to understand to each other on how to communicate. They use sign language. So that we talk about is the creativity of linguistic knowledge. Knowledge of a language enables you to combine sound to form words, words to form phrases, and phrases to form sentences. We also tackled the grammar. For the point of view of linguistic, grammar is a used set of patterns for how words are put together to form phrases or clauses, whether spoken or written. The way we are using the word grammar differs from mass common use. The way we are using the word grammar differs from most common use. In our sense, the grammar is the knowledge speaker have about the units and the rules of their language. Here are some rules on how to form words or sentences. Rules for combining sound into words, phonology, rules of word formation, morphology, rules for combining words into phrases and phrases into sentences is syntax, rules for assigning meaning, semantic. The perspective grammar is record and teaches the grammar rule, and the descriptive grammar records how people actually use a language. And the difference of these two are a perspective grammar specifies what is right and what is wrong, and the descriptive grammar tries to avoid making judgment about correctness and concentrate on describing and explaining the way people actually use language. Example of it is, Jack and me are going to the party. In this sentence, me is used as a subject. We should use I. Me is becoming increasingly widespread in subject position. So, the correct is Jack and I are going to the party. Here are some level of language. Phonetic phonology, all sound system. Morphology, form and words, the syntax, clauses and sentence. Semantic, meaning of various kind and pragmatic language use. The phonetics and the phonology. Phonetics, production of sounds. Phonology, perceptions of sound. Example, the P, path, spath, and top. There's a same sound when we speak it. Morphology and lexicology. Morphology, break down the word. Lexicology, whole word. For example, the word rainbow. Rainbow, in morphology, there's a two-word, rain plus bow. In the lexicology, what is the rainbow mean? Next, the syntax, the arrangement of word and phrases. For example, the cat sat on the mat. The noun phrase is the cat. The predicate of verb phrase is sat on the mat. The prepositional phrase is on the mat, and the noun phrase also is the mat. Next, the semantics, the linguistic study of meaning. Some key terms: denotation, factual and objective meaning; connotation, associated, personal and subjective meaning; figurative language. These are the metaphor, simile, personification, and idioms are vital to increasing meaning. And the father of modern linguists is Noam Chomsky. Who is Noam Chomsky? Avram Noam Chomsky, born December 7, 1928, is an American linguist, philosopher, cognitive scientist, historian, social critic, and political activist. We also talk about the morphology. Morphology is the words of language, the study of word formation. Morpheme, anyway. Morpheme, the smallest meaningful unit portion of a language. It is form associated with meaning. Surprisingly, it is not always the word. Word may be composed of one or more morphemes. Example, the word management, manage, and the men. The word manage has the two meaning morphemes. Another, cats. The word cats has two meaningful morphemes, the cat and the s morpheme. Free morpheme and bound morpheme. Free morpheme can stand alone, but bound morpheme not. Example, cats. The cat is the free morpheme and the s is the bound morpheme. Some types of affixes. Prefix, attached to the front part of a word. Suffix, attached at the end part of a word. And circumfix, attached to both front and end part of it. Go to the parts of speech. How many parts of speech are there in English? There are 8 parts of speech. They are the noun, adjective, adverb, pronoun, preposition, conjunction, interjection, and verb. Define noun. A noun is the name of a person, place, thing, or idea. Nouns are often used with an article the, a, and an, but not always. A proper noun always starts with a capital letter. For example, your name, Cherry, for example. Common noun, do not. For example, the girl, boy. Since the young girl brought me a very long letter from the teacher and she quickly disappeared. Oh my! The noun in this sentence is the girl. Proceed to the pronoun. A pronoun is a word used in the place of noun. Next, adjective. An adjective is a word used to modify or describe noun or pronoun. For example, the young girl brought me very long letter from the teacher and she quickly disappeared. Oh my! In this sentence, the adjective is young and very long. Adverbs. An adverb describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb and answer the question below. How often, when, and where. For example, the boy plays the drums loudly. In this sentence, the adverb is the loudly. Preposition. A preposition are the words which are used to connect the directly noun, pronouns, and phrases in a verb. Conjunction. A conjunction is a joining word. We use conjunction to join two words, phrases, or clauses together to make one long sentence. Types of conjunction in English. Coordinating conjunction, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so, or fan bonds. Subordinating conjunction and the correlative conjunction. Direction are small words that bear no grammatical connection with the sentence in which they are used. They express the emotions or sentence of the speaker or convey hesitation or protest. They are usually followed by an exclamation mark. For example, ouch, shh, ganon. Last one, verb, an action word. Example, the girl walked in the park yesterday. In this sentence, the word walk is the verb.
So those are the lessons we tackled in this first semester. So let's proceed to the quizzes, activities, and exam we have done in this semester. Quiz number 1 is already in the Google Classroom. Quiz number 2. Quiz number 3. Term examination in English 1. The prelim examination are already attached in the Google Classroom. The final examination. So that's the compilation of all activities, quizzes, and also the lesson. So thank you for watching.